If you are over 50, you might know this feeling. It is evening, you sit down, and your legs feel completely heavy. Maybe your socks leave a deeper ring around your ankles, or your feet stay cold no matter what. Many people just blame age or a long day. But there is a quiet mechanical reason for this. Your main heart does a great job pumping blood down to your toes. But getting it back up? That is a one-way street against gravity. The blood has to travel up a long, vertical path. If it moves too slowly, fluid can pool near your ankles, making your legs feel tired and stiff. To solve this, your body relies on a hidden engine. We often call it your second heart. This second heart isn't in your chest. It is actually the muscles in your calves. Every time these muscles contract, they squeeze the deep veins, forcing blood upward, back to your lungs. Try this gently. Press the area around your ankle for a few seconds and let go. If the skin takes a moment to bounce back, or your calves feel unusually tight, your pump might be resting. When this pump sleeps, your circulation slows down. And for adults over 50, this happens faster than before. According to the American Heart Association, circulation naturally changes as blood vessels lose some of their youthful elasticity. Add a little bit of prolonged sitting, and the second heart simply stops pushing blood effectively. So, how do we wake it up? It is actually easier than you might think. But think about the distance from your feet up to your chest. That is a long journey for your blood. It has to travel straight up against the constant pull of gravity every single minute of the day. In our 20s and 30s, the walls of our blood vessels are very elastic. They handle this pressure easily. But as we reach our 50s and beyond, that natural elasticity softens just a little bit. If you spend a long time standing in one place, like cooking in the kitchen or doing hobbies, the blood can start to pool in the lower legs because gravity is working harder than your circulation. This is often why your shoes might feel tighter in the evening compared to the morning. Your body is not necessarily broken. The upward flow has just slowed down like a traffic jam. To manage this, your veins have tiny, built-in doors called venous valves. When blood pushes up, these doors open. When gravity tries to pull it back down, they snap shut. It is a brilliant system, but there is one catch. These little doors do not have their own motor. They rely completely on the muscles surrounding them to give them a firm squeeze. That squeeze comes almost entirely from your calf muscles, which is why we call them the second heart. But if we are sitting still for hours, reading or watching television, those muscles stay completely relaxed. And when the second heart sleeps, the blood simply waits at the bottom of the hill. Many of us sit for over 4 hours a day without even realizing it. Whether you are working at a desk or just relaxing on the couch with a good book, this prolonged sitting basically puts your calf muscle pump into a deep sleep. Without the squeezing action, the deoxygenated blood struggles to move upward efficiently. But sitting does something else too. It creates a physical roadblock in your legs. When you sit, especially if you cross your legs or tuck them under your body, you are actually bending and compressing a major vein located right behind your knee. This is called the popliteal vein. It is a crucial highway for blood returning to the heart. Studies show that sitting motionless can reduce blood flow through this vein by 50% in just 1 hour. Imagine trying to drink through a straw while pinching it right in the middle. The pump at the bottom has stopped, and the pipe above it is pinched shut. No wonder your legs feel heavy, tired, or even cold by the time evening arrives. Even when people do get up, they sometimes make another tiny, quiet mistake. If your legs are stiff, you might find yourself shuffling, taking short, very flat steps. But a flat step does not bend the ankle enough to truly activate that second heart. To get that pump working properly while you walk, you need a full range of motion in your foot. This means landing gently on your heel and actively pushing off with your toes with each step. That upward push is what flexes the calf muscle deeply, sending a strong wave of blood back up. If you practice this steady heel-to-toe rhythm, every single step becomes a heartbeat for your lower body. But what if you are stuck at a desk all day? Or the weather keeps you indoors? You do not need to walk a mile to wake up the second heart. You can start right from your chair. Let's try a safe, simple movement together. Please sit comfortably in a stable chair with your back supported. Keep your feet flat on the floor, about shoulder width apart, and relax your shoulders. Now, slowly lift both of your heels as high as you comfortably can, keeping your toes on the ground. Hold that gentle squeeze at the top for just 1 second, feeling the back of your lower legs tighten. Then, slowly lower your heels back down to the floor. That is 1 seated heel raise. Even without the weight of standing, this simple motion forces the muscle to contract around those deep veins. It acts like a manual override, squeezing the venous valves and pushing the blood upward. Doing 10 to 15 of these every few hours can make a noticeable difference in how your legs feel by evening. It is a tiny habit, but it helps prevent that heavy, tired feeling we talked about earlier. Now, what should you do at the end of the day when your legs already feel heavy or slightly swollen? Most people intuitively want to lie down on the couch and just rest without moving. While taking the weight off your feet is helpful, staying completely still is only a passive form of rest. To truly refresh your legs, you want to use something called active recovery. Active recovery means combining a resting position with gentle muscle movement to assist your circulation. When you lie down, your heart and your legs are finally on the same horizontal level. Gravity is no longer pulling the blood down to your ankles. The path is flat and easy. This is the perfect time to give your second heart a gentle workout, without any body weight resistance. You can do this with a movement called an ankle pump. You can do it in bed or on the sofa. With your legs stretched out in front of you, slowly point your toes away from your body. Feel the stretch across the top of your foot and your shin. Hold it for a second. Then, pull your toes back toward your shins as far as comfortably possible, flexing your calves. This simple back and forth motion acts like a horizontal sponge, gently clearing out the pooled fluid. Doing this for just 1 or 2 minutes before you go to sleep can help warm up cold feet. It is also a wonderful habit to start your morning, waking up your joints before you even stand up. But there is another piece to this puzzle. Even with those movements, a stiff calf cannot pump well. Think of a dry, stiff sponge. It does not absorb or squeeze out liquid very efficiently. As we get older, our muscles naturally lose some flexibility, making the second heart feel rigid. Keeping the muscle flexible allows it to contract fully and push blood all the way. One of the safest ways to stretch it is standing securely facing a blank wall. Place both hands on the wall, step 1 foot back, and keep that back heel completely flat. Gently lean your weight forward until you feel a comfortable stretch in your lower back leg. Hold this position for about 20 seconds. Do not bounce, just let the tension slowly release. This gentle lengthening restores the muscle's full range of motion, helping the venous valves work beautifully again. Now, besides stretching, there is one effortless daily habit that makes your second heart's job much easier. Is it an expensive massage? No, it is simply drinking enough water throughout the day. Mild dehydration can subtly thicken your blood, changing how easily it flows through the body. Stay hydrated. If your blood is slightly thicker, your calf muscles have to work much harder to push. Keeping a glass of water nearby and sipping it consistently helps maintain a healthy circulation. So, a flexible muscle and good hydration are the perfect everyday partners for your second heart. There is one more fascinating tool your body uses to pull blood upward, and it is not in your legs. It is actually your breathing. Medical professionals often refer to this as the respiratory pump. When you take a slow, deep breath, your diaphragm muscle moves downward toward your abdomen. This creates a gentle vacuum effect in your chest, helping draw the venous blood upward. It works perfectly with your calf muscle pump. The calves push from below, and your breathing pulls from above. But think about how we usually sit when we watch television or scroll on a phone. We tend to curve our shoulders forward and take very shallow breaths, barely moving the chest. When your breathing is shallow, that helpful vacuum effect at the top of the system becomes much weaker. This is another quiet reason why poor posture and long hours of sitting make your legs heavy. So, let's combine these two natural pumps for an incredibly effective habit you can do anywhere. While sitting comfortably, take a deep, slow breath in through your nose, letting your belly expand naturally. As you breathe in, point your toes away from you. Then, as you slowly exhale, pull your toes back toward your shins, squeezing your calves. This matches the push and pull perfectly. Doing this synchronized movement just 5 times before sleeping can be wonderfully relaxing for both your mind and legs. It costs nothing, requires no equipment, and supports your circulation exactly how your body designed it. We have talked about waking up the calf muscle pump and pulling the blood upward with your breath. But there is one more tool for your evening routine, and it uses gravity as your ally. This is simple leg elevation, a classic and highly effective method to relieve heavy legs. By raising your lower legs slightly above your heart, you completely reverse the downward pull. If your feet feel tight or slightly swollen after a long day, this is incredibly soothing. You do not need to do anything extreme, like resting your legs high up a wall. Just placing a supportive pillow under your lower legs on the bed is usually enough. Keep a slight, comfortable bend in your knees so you do not stretch the joints tightly. Gravity now guides the fluid naturally back toward your center, so the venous valves can relax. Resting like this for 10 to 15 minutes every evening is a wonderful way to wind down. The secret to healthy circulation as we get older is not about doing exhausting workouts. It is about consistency. It is about giving your body small, regular assists throughout the day. Small habits, like those seated heel raises, prevent the traffic jam from building up. And a mindful walking rhythm ensures your muscles are actually squeezing when you move around. Whether it is an ankle pump, a deep breath, or a glass of water, you are in control. To make this easy to remember, think of it as a 3-step daily rhythm for your second heart. First, wake up your pump with gentle ankle movements in bed before you even stand up mornings. Second, when you walk, try to focus on that active heel-to-toe push to keep the blood flowing. And third, end your day by resting with your legs slightly elevated, taking the pressure off. These might sound like tiny adjustments, but over the years, they compound into truly massive benefits. By keeping the muscle pump active and the venous valves healthy, you protect your overall mobility. You are not just resting your legs, you are actively investing in how well you walk tomorrow. Age alone does not have to mean heavy, tired, or cold feet. Your body has built-in tools. You just need to turn the key and wake up that second heart every single day. I hope this explanation gives you a new appreciation for how hard your calves work. Start with just one habit today. Maybe it is the seated heel raises, or an extra glass of water. If you found this helpful, please share it with a friend who might be struggling with heavy legs. Do not forget to subscribe for more practical strategies to keep your body moving smoothly. Thank you so much for joining me today. Keep moving safely, and see you next time. This video is for general educational purposes only and does not replace professional medical advice.